Back in February, Novak Djokovic pocketed a cool $4.1 million winning the Australian Open.
There it is, another supreme performance.
6 months before, a Melbourne teenager called Nathan Pham won even more, $4.5 million playing a game called Defence of the Ancients 2.
OG, I on two-time PA champion!
I didn't believe it. It's pretty insane.
Ben Green's the king of Australian esports commentators.
Today's the day we really start kicking teams out of this competition. It's going to be tough. They're fighting to win the big bucks.
Esports is to competitive gaming what the NRL Grand Final is to having a backyard game of footy. Esports is essentially the very best competitors duking it out for massive prize pools.
Gaming has come from nowhere in a few short years, and it's already a bigger money spinner than Hollywood and the music industry combined. And PricewaterhouseCoopers reckons it'll be worth $7 billion in Australia in just a few years' time. Last year, before the coronavirus, 17,000 people packed Melbourne Park for the city's Esports Open.
Let's go!
The Dire Wolves are one of the biggest names in Australian esports.
You hear the roar of the crowd and it's nerve-wracking, but you're an athlete at the end of the day. I got in the zone, I block everyone out. I can feel the roar of the crowd when I make a play, but at the end of the day, I'm there to destroy.
Before COVID-19, the team would train and compete at a purpose-built studio. But now they've isolated themselves in this team house, where they sleep, eat, train and compete.
I jumped and I dropped them back to the start.
Some competitions got cancelled, but it didn't really stop us playing the game, and it didn't stop us presenting the game to our fans around the world.
The cheering crowds are no more. But even without them, esports is seeing a pandemic boost. Gaming website Twitch, where esport lovers go to watch how the pros do it, doubled its audience.
Let's check out our koala race highlights.
In March, the Supercars E-Series saw V8 race drivers go head-to-head online.
Motorsport is a massive crossover, which has been great to see their drivers actually racing in video games and then having that broadcast out onto TV and to cable networks and things like that.
But with big bucks involved, there have been claims of match fixing. Last month, Victoria Police took a sudden interest in a game of Counter-Strike. 6 players were arrested over betting irregularities, and 5 of them will appear in court in September. But esports proponents are quick to emphasise the upside.
I think it's been really positive for gaming in general to be able to unite friends and family who perhaps haven't been able to see each other in person when perhaps we're looking for something to take our mind off the broader things in the world.
It's an amazing world that I'm sure a lot of people didn't even know existed, and the money involved in it is just huge. The punting thing I find, guys, very interesting because it seems to be with any kind of new technology, we punt on it and then we don't find the loopholes till someone has exploited them. And it seems like that's kind of the space where esports is in at the moment.
If they can deal with the loopholes, do you ever see a scenario where, I don't know, sports that are more violent get banned for esports? Boxing or...
Oh, sports with things with
Yeah.
a high risk of head injuries and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure at the point they do that, they'll find a study that says staring at a computer screen for too long does the
That's
same
a good
damage to
point.
your head.
I just had this thought of... Oh, sorry, Thomas.
You're right,
It's
Suze.
probably not that important. I was just going to say I just had this image of someone winning an esports, like, Grand Prix game and then, like, shaking up a bottle of champagne and then everyone going, not the hard drive. Like, for me, that's what I took.
We did approach Victoria Police for an interview on those arrests and the unit that's looking into alleged esports misconduct, but they said they couldn't comment on an active court case.